playoff. And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Vrbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Returner choosing to field this one. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. To throw, it's Cheek. Defense is coming after him. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Incompletion makes it second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. To keeper trying to get to the marker. And the Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This is a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Receiver in motion now. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's bringing it back. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
The offense starts with a short field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man down the middle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain on first makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. And it's a direct snap. Touchdown, Nittany Lions, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To throw, it's cheap. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. Should have been intercepted. You don't see him make a mistake like that too often.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pass rush closing in. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. No fair catch, looking to return this punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Penn State offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st. Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Pressure is coming. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And Indy Lions will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's running out of time here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover two, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend, and it's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Here he goes. Inside the 20. They finally bring him down, but not before he gets all the way inside the 10-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. That's a designed quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Sooners, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee. He'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets made on the out route. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, he makes the catch. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Well, early on, it's a fun battle to go to the national championship deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which we'll hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. To dart to the left side. Caught near the goal line. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Returner looking to create better field position. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Bringing pressure. Makes the catch, but the throw pulling it out of the field of play. Incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Second down play coming up. The shotgun running play call. Play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. The defense with more pre-snap movement. And the back now goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Cheek. By the receiver. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Breaks free with room to run. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Sooners are on the move here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Now they trap him for a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
A sack makes it second down and forever. Quarterback drops back, moves out of the pocket. He'll try a pass here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And tackled there by the defense.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, it's Cheek. The throw complete to the running back underneath. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. He's got the first and still going. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
What a job by this this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Fighting off the defender. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Headed for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down to the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Zips it down the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. This time a completion. And won't get him down that time. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Well, they get the first down here, Chris, and look at them. They're already at the line of scrimmage, getting the call from the sideline. They're ready to go.
And the Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying for a touchdown here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
14.
Kickoff out of bounds. The ball will be spotted up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. It's Cheek. Looking to scramble. Catch made on the right side. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense comes to the line for third down on the incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep to the right side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. Touchdown, Sooners. They connect for 6.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. We talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
Point after, up and good. And BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, looking to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's made in space. Look out. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a cruel route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Got the first down and still motoring. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He escapes the pocket. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Wants to throw it. Quick throw to the left. What a catch! They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Back to pass. It's Cheek. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They'll run it out of the shotgun. So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on 3rd and long. A cautious play call. It doesn't work. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Well, somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have. But you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Their own 8-yard line now. It's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Cheek. Makes a quick catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Here's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the move now. Bought some time, now lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I'm going to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. The pass ball's incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll use the ground game here. First down and more. He's still running. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And that will give them the lead now.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. It's an out-and-out catch made. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's a deep shot right down the middle. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. He could go. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They're going to run it here. Gets the first and still running. Sophomore run down after a nice run.
Well, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made by the tight end. Touchdown, Sooners. Great connection there for 6 points. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And here's the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
We're going to go for it, trying to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, I love to see a defense that's prepared for anything. The offense here tries that jet sweep and quickly found out that going side to side is tricky against this defense and the speed they have.
As we hit the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Scanning the field. It's Cheek. Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up 1st down at the 15.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. It's a shotgun run call.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offense. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. When you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Thorne. And the returner will be brought down. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw again. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work for the 44.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Sooners. Strong game by this quarterback. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage, because right now it is not working.
Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage. Been a bad decision to bring it out. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Has the 1st down and more. And the game will pick up the 1st down. Tackled at the 22.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He makes the grab. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. And I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They keep guessing with a run. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Now it's 2nd down here. And there's the handoff. And that's a solid gain from the defense able to bring it down.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can...
Breaks into the clear. The tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. Another big play for this offense, but they are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense had made the plays that they...
And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue.